Hello students, today we will be taking the session on Class 9 Chapter 1 Orienting Yourself, the Use of Coordinates. First we will go through exercise set 1.1. Figure 1.3 shows Rayan's room with points O, A, B, C marking its corners. The X and Y axis are marked in the figure and point O is the origin. Referring to figure 1.3, answer the following questions. If D1R1 represents the door to Rayhan's room, how far is the door from the left wall, the y-axis of the room, and how far is the door from the x-axis? From the figure, we can find that the coordinates of D1 and R1 are as follows. D1 is 8, 0 while R1 is 11.5, 0. So the door begins at 8 units from the y-axis. Why? Because the door, as we told, it is over here. This is the door. So the distance the door covers from the y-axis is 8 units. You need to count the distance from the origin to the door, that is 8 units. Now the door lays on x-axis because D1 and R1 coordinates are on x-axis. Thus the distance from the x-axis is 0 units. Now the second question is, what are the coordinates of D1? We have already discussed that the coordinates of D1 are 8, 0. The third question is, if R1 is the point 11.5, 0, how wide is the door? Do you think this is a comfortable width for the door? If a person in a wheelchair wants to enter the room, will he or she be able to do so easily? So, we have already discussed the door D1 is 8, 0 and ends at R1 11.5, 0. So this is the door. So here we need to first find out the width of the door. This distance is what we have to measure. So for that we need to find the difference between D1 and R1. So R1 value is 11.5 while D1 value is 8. So 11.5 minus 8 gives you 3.5 units. Now we are going to consider that each unit is 1 foot. So the door measures about 3.5 feet. So which converts to around 42 inches. That is ample space for a comfortable use. In most of our houses, the door widths fall between 30 to 36 inches. So this door which is used in this figure is quite wide, on the wider side. Now for the accessibility of the wheelchair. For a smooth wheelchair movement, there should be at least 32 inches opening in the door. Here, because it is nearly 42 inches, it ensures sufficient clearance. Therefore, the door size is spacious enough and supports an easy passage even for the wheelchair users. Now, question 4. If B1 0, 1.5 and B2 0, 4 represents the ends of a bathroom door, is the bathroom door narrower or wider than the room door? So here B1 lays here and B2 is here. So first let's find out the coordinates of B1 and B2, which is already given in the question. So B1 is 0, 1.5 and B2 is 0, 4. So the width of this door, this is the width. That width can be found out like we did before. That is by finding the difference between its coordinates. So here the coordinates are B1 and B2. The distance or the difference between B1 and B2 is 4 minus 1.5, which gives you 2.5 units. We know that our room door was 3.5 units. So when we compare 2.5 and 3.5, 2.5 is less than 3.5. Thus, the bathroom door is narrower than the room door.